All right, welcome to episode 14 of the hotel reservation API. So we did our bookings in the previous episode, and we are going to add some extra stuff because we also coming closer to authorization, right? And authorization is something we're going to cover maybe today or maybe this episode or the following, right? So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to check in main. Do we have rooms? We don't have bookings, right? So I want to make a bookings thing. It's going to be rooms actually, rooms handlers, and then we're going to make booking handlers here. So we're going to say API v1 get. We're also going to cancel a booking. That's also something we need to do, and I think then we have a lot of endpoints already to play around with. So it's going to be a booking. It's going to list all bookings, right? We don't have any booking handler, so I think we are going to make one. User handler, room, hotel. No, we don't have one, so we're going to make a booking handler .go. I'm going to say package API. I'm going to open up the, save this, open up the hotel handler maybe to see how we did these things. We're going to need a DB here, so we're going to say kill this booking handler. Yes, then we're going to say func constructor a new booking handler, and that will take in a store which is going to be a pointer to a DB store here, and that's going to return as this booking handler pointer, not booking params, booking handler return booking handler. And we're going to say that the store is going to be the store we pass into this thing. Perfectly fine. Now we have one. And then we're going to say func h, a pointer to this booking handler, handle get bookings. And it's going to be a C, fiber.ctx, and of course this beautiful error. What else? Let's return nil for the compiler. Like this. We're also going to make another handler. Let's kill these two bad boys on this side. We're going to copy this because we're going to have handle get bookings. We're going to say to do this needs to be admin authorized. And get bookings, this is going to be get booking. To do this needs to be user authorized, right? So that basically means that a user can see his booking, but not other users can see it. If you book a room, you can see your booking, but nobody else, if you know what I mean. Handle get booking, that's fine. Yes. Now we can go to main and add these things in. So we're going to say, first of all, a booking handler. Here where we make these guys here, we're going to say booking handler is going to be API new booking handler. I'm going to pause in the store, and then we could say something like get booking. That's with the G indeed, from GG. Booking handler get booking. Yeah, and then we're going to say booking / ID. That's going to be handle get booking. That's a perfectly REST thing. That's fine. And all let's do these first before we gonna cancel. I'm gonna make to do cancel a booking. Maybe something came up and you need to cancel it, right? That's what we're gonna do here. First of all, let's go to the booking handler. Let's open up, oh man, so annoying that I need to do this, boom, boom, boom. Let's go to booking store. Yes. And get bookings, we're gonna say get booking. Let's first do get bookings, right? Let's do first things first. Handle get bookings. So we're gonna say bookings error is going to be, H store booking get bookings based on the context here, and then we're gonna pass in an bson.m, an empty one, and we're gonna cover filters very soon, right? We're gonna cover filters in an separate episodes. If R is not null, and pagination, right? That's what we're going to cover later on. We're going to return the error here, return R, whoops, too fast. On the other side, we're going to basically just return C JSON with the bookings inside of it. Marshal it. Boom, that's get bookings, right? So let's make a run. And just like that, then we're going to try to fetch the bookings here. Booking, send. Boom. So we're going to have some bookings, right? So you see the user, the room ID, and all that stuff is inside here. That's fine. With the from and till dates, that's all good. Yeah, that's fine. Now we want a booking with ID. So we're going to open up the booking store. And we're going to say get booking by ID. Context. Context. We don't need anything else. We're going to say type. No, there's going to be a type booking itself. Just like this, an error, of course. Just like this. Types booking, by the way. We're going to implement that real quick. So let's do this. Get booking by ID is going to be delete till this here. ID is going to be is this a primitive? Let me open up user store to see how we did it. A string, actually, to be honest. Yeah, it's going to be a string. ID is going to be a string. And that's going to return this booking here. We're going to say return nil for now. Go back here because we forgot the ID, which is going to be a string. Perfectly fine. Let's go back to the bottom here. So first of all, let's go back to users. Let's copy stuff, right? We're going to make this be some ID. This is something very weird. We're going to fix this weird thingy very soon. It's this one that we need, this ID stuff. We're going to paste that then, close this, close that. So there's going to be the object ID is going to be this ID. That's fine. If there is an error, we're going to return null R. Otherwise, we are going to say that the booking, actually a cursor, I think. Let me see, var booking types booking. And then we're going to say if R is going to be s call find one ctx, and we need to provide a filter bsum.m. That's going to be ID underscore ID is going to be this OID. And we're going to decode that into a booking reference. And if the error is not null, we are going to return null R. Otherwise, return booking and booking null. That's the get booking by ID, if you ask me. Back to the booking handler. Booking handler here, get the bookings. So we're going to say ID is going to be params. See, params ID. Booking error is going to be h store booking. Get booking by ID. This ID, the context here. Context ID is this thingy. If the error is not null, we are going to return the error. Otherwise, we're going to return c.json, the booking. All right, let's see if that's going to work. Make a run. Open up a new request here. We are going to get a booking. We're going to get this booking here. So I'm going to fetch that ID. And then we're going to say booking slash this guy. Boom. And then we have our beautiful booking right here. So that's already good. So what we also want to do is if we go to, let's open up it in the request, by the way. And we're going to protect this. We're going to authorize this very soon. Rooms. It wasn't the rooms thing. I think we can do room. Yes. So you see, if we go to a room API, we're going to see all these rooms. But I want to see if that room is available, yes or no. Of course, the business logic we're going to implement can be extended with more in-depth is available. But you could say it's not today available, but it's probably the next time slot is for example from Tuesday to Friday or something, or from Tuesday to Sunday. But we are not going to cover these business logic. It's business logic, you know what I mean? We are here to learn about how to make APIs, how to structure them, how it all gonna work. Business implementations is not something we actually gonna cover, right? That's something you guys can figure out yourself. I am pretty sure, right? Like I said, you can play around with this project, make it more in-depth, adapt it to your needs, just to learn from it, right? So we're gonna actually, room handler, we are going to enrich this. So it's gonna be in handle rooms, right? So that basically means we're going to actually go to types here. It's going to be in hotel. The rooms are in hotel, you remember. Actually, to be honest, are we using this const? We don't use it anymore, right? I'm going to delete that because we don't use it anymore. So a room is this. We're going to actually say here is available. And that's going to be a bool. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, paste that in, and I'm going to say is available. Maybe we're going to just say available itself, right? We don't need to do is available, just like that. And we're going to say available here. We are not going to store this. Actually, to be honest, bson, we are going to do this. So that basically means that we are not going to store this into our database. We're only going to JSON it, right? Not going to store it into the database. Very important. So because let's do this. Let's see what's going on. Clear, make run. Let's see what we get if we do this right now. We're going to send. Available is false, right? It's the default value. Available is false. How we're going to fix that is we are going to, for each room we have, and that's going to be a problem if we embed our bookings into a room. We don't need to do another query because it's inside of these rooms. But now we need to do. So what we're going to do is we are going to do something like for underscore room in range rooms, right? We're going to have something like a room ID, right? So what we're going to do is make a query. We're going to say is room available for booking? Where do we do? We need to have a booking params, right? That's a good question. How are we going to fix this? Availability, right? The thing is, of course, available for booking. Is it available for booking? Is that actually a good thing we are going to do? Because it could be today available, but not tomorrow. So actually, I don't think this makes sense, because such a thing in a front end will be a calendar, right? You see that most of the time in a room. If you click on hotel, you're going to see the room, and then you're going to see a calendar, and then you're going to see some spots where you can book, right? That's something not we're going to cover, right? That's already very in depth. It's a front end stuff, right? A calendar and then checking these time frames, pretty easy. So I don't think we're going to do it. So I'll go back to hotel types. I'm going to delete is available because it doesn't make any sense, to be honest. Handler. So what's very important is, for example, if I do this request, right? These bookings, right? Room is fine, right? Room is fine. Okay, available. It's because I didn't reset. Let me do this real quick. Right, let's make a run. Let's reset this real quick. Boom. If we do send, we're gonna see this is the room, and what we're gonna do is basically we're gonna do this booking, right? A presenter, and we're gonna see this. But we are just a normal user. We have no access. This is an admin route, right? So how are we gonna fix that? Couple things we can do. I think the first thing we're gonna do is go to user, and we're gonna say in this user is admin. There's gonna be a bool, and that's gonna be the create user params. Yeah. Maybe we want or not. Yeah, it's fine. I think you could do an is admin. Is admin. Just like that. We could actually just do this, right? Actually, to be honest, this printf is a little bit of a problem. Let's fix this. So we're going to say percentage s. We're going to say email. Get a wrong format here. So we're going to say email percentage s is invalid. And then we could actually say params email. Pretty fine. FMT, by the way. Yes, is valid. So that's that. It's all good. The next thing is this this user. We're going to say is admin. That's going to be a bool, and that we are going to store that in our DB, right? So we're going to paste that in. We're going to say is admin. Is admin, the same thing. Just like that. New user from params is this. We're also going to say is admin is going to be params is admin. Of course, we need to think about this because everybody can make this user an admin. If you send that, right, you're going to be an admin. I don't like that. I don't like that approach at all. I don't think we are going to use this endpoint, this public endpoint, this create user params to make it an admin. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we are going to do it manually. There's no need that somebody can just say, hey, I'm an admin. That's not going to work. So we're not going to do this like this. We're going to seed that in, right? So the next thing we are going to do is we're going to a couple things. Like I said, we can do a couple things, right? We could actually make a separate admin route. I think that's the play. We have an out, right? We could make something like admin. It's going to be app group, and that's going to be API v1 admin. Something like that. That's going to be the admin routes. I think it makes sense. Only for administrators. You could do it in different ways. You could also wrap your functions here. You could say, for example, only admin, right? Only admin. And then do this. That's something you could do. Or we don't do it like this, but we do it with, for example, this is going to be the bookings here. There should be an admin route. So we could make this here, admin routes, handlers actually. It's going to be this, right? But this all, this needs the user ID, right? We're gonna do it 2 times. So you guys, we're gonna do it in two different ways. So you guys gonna learn how to do these things, and you can choose for yourself how you want that. First of all, we're gonna make an admin route. And it's only the admin route that basically is going to handle the get booking. So what first we're going to do is make a new middleware, a new file. We're going to call this admin, admin.go. We're going to say package middleware func. Let me open up GBT to see what we did. Just a simple function, all good. So we're going to say func admin protected. Admin out, C, fiber CTX error. So what we could do is we need to make sure that we set, we're going to do GBT first as always, and then we are going to check the admin. So that basically means that the user is going to be user okay. Remember that we set that in the context. We're going to say C user see context user value. That's what we want. The user value is going to be the user. If okay, we are going to return fmt error f not authorized. Is that okay? What's going on? I think it was user value. But only returns one value. Oh yeah. It's because we need to cast this to a type's user. That's true. All right, that's our user. Then we're going to say if user dot is admin. Do the same thing. Actually, to be honest, we could do. It's fine. If the user is not an admin, we're going to return this. Otherwise, we're going to return C next. I think that's going to be the play. Now in main, what we're going to do, where did we make this? We're going to say admin is app.group. I think, guys, we're going to say this. API v1.group. So we're going to inherit, if we group from the API v1, we're going to inherit this path, but we're also going to inherit the GBT authentication, but still it's an admin route, but we want to have the admin to have a GBT authenticated, right? That's very important. And then we're going to fetch the user. Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. Admin. Fine. But we're going to say that this group is going to have a middleware admin out. Right? If that makes sense, it's a very important topic, this one. So that basically means that we can do a make run. And we're going to test if we can actually... Did I actually close our request? No, we didn't. It's here. Whew, God thanks. And we're going to send. And cannot get API booking. That's true, because these bookings are now an admin route, right? Admin/booking. That's not good. Oh, wait, but we group, yeah. We group from API v1. That basically means that we are going to inherit this path. So the only thing we need to do is /admin. And then it's going to be API v1 admin, if that makes sense. I think that's the problem we have sent. Okay, so we are not authorized, right? Because our user is not an admin. So we're going to fix this. We are going to fix this real quick in our MongoDB. I'm going to connect here. I'm going to open up hotel reservation. We're going to check our users. We have our James here. We go into edit this guy. How do we do that? Add a field after. Yeah, that's fine. Is admin. True. The question about it is, this is actually a string. Wait, this is so annoying. Can I actually edit this? What's going on? This is so weird. Can I not? I cannot make it a boolean. That's a little bit unfortunate. Let me see if this is gonna work. Probably not. Yeah, it's not. It's because it's a string. What I'm gonna do, guys, is we are going to go to our seed, right? Because we're seeding James here, and that's fine. We're gonna seed another user. Look at this. We're gonna seed a user, which is gonna be this. We're gonna also say is_admin, just admin, or is_admin. That's gonna be a boolean. So we can say is_admin. Let's create user params. We don't have that. That's true. That's nasty. Shit. It's a little bit problematic because we don't have a way to set admin here. But we could do a trick with create user params and say a private field here. A private field which we don't need this JSON password from. And we're going to use that private field because this private field cannot be set by the browser, cannot be set by users. But we can set that. And then we could do something here in new user from params. We could say is_admin is going to be params is_admin, the private value. Isn't that sick? I think that's going to work. So if you go to seed, we don't have access to is_admin. We don't have access, that's true, because it's in types. Oh, wait. We're creating the user here. No, guys. This is my bad. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this from create user params, to be honest. And what we're going to do, because we return this user and it's a pointer, so we're going back to seed. And we're going to say here, user is_admin is going to be this boolean, right? Is_admin, and then we're going to store it, right? So that basically means that we're going to say that our James boy here, that's going to be false, right? He's not going to be an admin, but we're going to create one. We're going to say seed user true. That's going to be admin. 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 Is this our password? Admin at admin.com, but we cannot set a password. Why didn't we do that? Where do we do this? That's a little bit of a weird behavior. Super secure password. We're going to say a password also. Password. Just like that. So then, that's the latest one, right? Yes, password string. So for James, going to be super secure password, just like we used before. But for admin, it's going to be, actually, to be honest, admin. Never do this, guys. We need to have a good password, right? Admin password 1, 2, 3 or something. That's that. So let's seed everything. Make seed. Boom. So let's basically check our Mongo thingy. So first, can I reload this? Reload data. Yes. So we have two users here. Okay, now it's a bool, right? So now you're gonna see that we have an admin and we have a normal JSON, a normal James user. So before we can actually do something, we gonna delete some stuff here because I first need to authenticate myself as an admin. So that's gonna be API out, remember? I'm gonna set the body, and this body is going to be... Wait, first of all, it's a bit annoying. First of all, I'm gonna authenticate myself as James. James at foo.com. And the password is going to be super secure password. Right, I'm going to try to authenticate myself. It's going to be a post request. Boom, post. We have a problem because we need to make a run. Of course, send it. We're going to have a token because we lost our bookings, right? That's the problem, and we need to make one. So we're going to say, first of all, our headers here. I'm going to paste this guy in. Send that again. It's going to be fine. API v1 hotels. Enter. That's post. Get. Boom. We're going to grab this room. Hop. Like this. Room. This ID. Book. That's going to be a post request. Body. Delete these things. From date. That's going to be... It's a little bit... That's annoying. I actually should use Postman for this, to be honest. So we have these things set up. We're going to say 2023 is going to be 04, and that's going to be from the first... I actually forgot what the timestamp should be. Oh boy, this is annoying. Maybe you could do 000000.z. Is that true? D0z maybe? Oh yeah. That's it. Copy. Paste in. No, we did a wrong thingy. We need to copy it with Ctrl+C because we are on a scripting. So we're going to say till. And we're going to book this till, let's say, from 1 to the 8th. And we're going to say num persons is going to be, I'm going to book for 2 persons, right? And we're going to send that. We cannot book a room in the past. That's also true. We are the 13th. All right. So we're going to book from the 14th till the 18th then. Let's delete this and this. So annoying that I cannot vim in these things. Boom. All right. We have a booking, right? Let's book another one. We're going to book another room so we have something to list. We're going to book from the 18th till the 20th. Boom. It's booked. And then we're going to book from 22 till the whole month, actually, to be honest. Boom. Buff. We have 3 bookings, right? So, fine. So let's recap. If we want to basically check the bookings, we need to go to v1 admin/booking, right? We are not authorized. That's true. So we're going to authorize ourselves as the admin. So we're going to say API out again. Body, that's going to be email, is going to be admin@admin.com, and the password is going to be admin password 123. Send that over. We are authorized. As admin is true. That's fine. We're gonna basically copy this token. We're going to open up the headers. Copy this token, delete it, paste the other token in. That's going to be a problem because I copied these dots. That's fine. And now we are going back to our booking to our request. We go back to API v1 admin booking with a get request. And now we see the bookings because we are an admin, right? So now the admin only has access to these bookings. And that's actually perfectly fine. Let me see how many minutes this is. Is it going to be 34? I think it's fine. So the next thing we also should do is one more authorization, and that's going to be another approach, and that's the approach of basically checking that the user here can only. So if I book a room, so James can only see his booking and nobody else, right? How are we going to do this is by wrapping this into a function. So we could actually say something like, to be honest, we could do this inside of the handle get booking, right? We could say, for example, here, this is the ID, this is the booking, right? So we're going to have a booking.user ID. Yeah, so we're going to say something like the user, okay, is going to be see context, right? Remember that we said that dot user value, and that's going to be the user value of the user. We're going to cast that to a pointer of a types.user, right? And if that's not okay, that basically means that it's bad problems in the hood. So we're going to return that. Of course, we actually need to make a better error for this, but hey, it is what it is. Then we're going to say if the booking.user ID is not the user ID, then we're going to say return fmt. Actually, to be honest, we could return see status HTTP not authorized. Is that a status actually? Not there is nothing. Unauthorized, that's the status. Status unauthorized. .json, I was looking for the correct status, right? And there's going to be a generic response, right? And we're going to say that the type here is going to be a type of error, right, for the front end. And we're going to say that the message is going to be not authorized, right? That's that. That's going to be a capital M. That's fine. And otherwise, if the user ID is the user ID in the context, then we're gonna basically show the booking, right? So we're gonna say make run. Because I'm an admin, right? We could say, yeah, but if you're an admin, you can see it. That's true. But because right now we are not James, right? We are not James. We are an admin, and we didn't actually code that in that we have access. We are going to have a status unauthorized right now for this booking, right? Hopefully. So let's see new requests, booking. I'm going to copy this booking here. Do we have that with ID? I think so. So it's going to be API v1, no admin, booking, this ID, sent. And then you're going to see here unauthorized, right? Not authorized. But if we going to authorize ourselves again, API out, right? And we're going to out ourselves as James again. James at foo.com. And the password is going to be super secure password. Yes, we're going to send that. Meta not allow because we need to post this. Boom. We're going to have this beautiful token. We are going to copy this token. Again, modify our headers here. Select everything. Paste that in. And then we go to API v1 booking. Damn, I forgot the booking ID now. That's no problem. I'm going to quickly open up here so we can see that. Do we have bookings, by the way? We should have them. Yeah, bookings here. So this is going to be a booking ID. I'm going to copy this ID. Booking, paste that ID in here, send. It's going to be a get request, boom. And then we're going to see the booking because we are James. You see? That's how you do authentication and authorization. So you can basically limit who can see what, right? All right. I see you in the next episode.